You're all right, Corn. We're back. We're back to episode 2 of the Fish and Corn Show. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself on your computer, your phone,
your
tablet. You know how many?
I think people should go tech minimal. You know, I was reading this thing the other day about
phone.
The aesthetic of
just
a flip phone or a basic phone.
I haven't had a personal computer in years, bro. Like a laptop. I went out one for. I tried to acquire it for my job, obviously, last year, but they didn't want to pay for it. I did everything from a phone, and I think I'm pretty tech minimal. You might see the fish with a drone. That's about it.
Well, unfortunately,
it's weird. It'd be a drone. Usually, when I cruise around with another device, it's a drone.
My work product is paper, so.
But on the whole technical, being up to the times, other than a phone, do you carry anything else?
Yeah. But I want to get to the point. I want to get to the point where I'm not even carrying a smartphone, where I'm just carrying a regular old, little Nokia type, voice and very basic text kind
and
of
not
thing.
Look at anything?
I don't want to look at anything anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I'm kind of done with it, dude.
Well, I think you gotta... What about using it for, because I hardly use any apps, bro.
Here's the thing.
I use it for my TV.
Back when I went to Europe, I left my phone here, okay? I didn't take any device over there. I was basically just walking around, right?
You realize this thing has a camera. It's kind of. I think that's just the philosophy.
I took the fucking GoPro if I wanted to take pictures. The wife had a phone. She took most of the pictures. But for me, it was like, it was an opportunity to kind of experience life for a little bit, being unplugged from the, social media, from the news, from, my media intake. I wasn't watching the shows I always watch. I wasn't watching the news. I wasn't listening to, the podcasts I'm obsessed with or any of that shit. I was just kind of like there in the moment, and I was really very happy.
Well, you're on vacation too. When I was on the Japan tour, I more or less used it as a camera. And
I honestly didn't even think about anything back in the States for anything until the wife and I are driving along in the airport, on the road to the airport in Reykjavik, and they're speaking. I'm listening to the radio, and it's the local news is talking about something. I don't understand a word they're saying, except they say Donald Trump.
And then you made you think go home.
And I was like, oh man, you blew it now. You ruined it for me. Thanks. It was kind of nice, but now I'm thinking about it. It's like, if I just eliminated a lot of this garbage from my headspace, it would make life so much more comfortable. Because at the end of the day,
I'm going to tell you something.
That shit matters to me.
Yeah, but nowadays, when you're in the neighborhood here, and even from a camera function, because here's the thing. There's certain activities that I just realized we used to do. When you remember we used to go sailing, the phone really wasn't that important to me. Even for camera, there's we set up for some time, but we was more interested in the sailing actually, and chilling out and hanging out. We never even did a sailing show because we're too much this is kind of cool. That was that's why I want to get back to that whole boating thing, because it's like you're driving, going somewhere in something, doing something, but driving, you don't have to pay attention.
Yeah, but you're not driving. You're kind of just.
Yeah, never would it sound like we would be, smoking a cigar or something, and we go down below and no one's steering the ship.
No, because it's just out to sea anyway. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing in front of us, nothing behind us. And if something comes up, the radar will say it. So
that's the beautiful thing about the sailing, about the technology. There's times when you can depart, and enjoy it.
I don't know though. Like I said,
What do you,
unplugging would be kind of fun, though.
I think the setting was unplugging for me.
For instance, this morning, so I'm taking the wife and kids to their various destinations, right? And I look at my phone, and there's this fucking email from this attorney that I had talked to the day before. And it was just a quick email. I read it, and it like instantly put me in a fucking foul mood, right? I just wanted to sit down and write a caustic, aggressive, smackdown kind of email right back at him, right?
You send those?
Oh, I do those all the time, dude. That's what I do for a living. That's,
That's right, you do that on Facebook too.
I do that for sport, dude. Just argue with people for the hell of it. Just slap them around.
Ridiculous. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
It was ridiculous.
It was so funny. Oh, but the new one too was. Did you see that video I sent you? I texted you.
Oh yeah. That kind of made me sad, dude. That's like the end. That's like a era thing.
A farewell pose.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be serious about this. I guess he was something in that realm, dude.
Look,
I have to admit, he was in shape.
He's a professional bodybuilder, okay? And he took it seriously. And,
you know why I tell you this too? Because why I brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
Homies, in LA, my what's his name?
Uh-huh.
His girls play softball, and homies down here was playing them here down up there.
Uh-huh.
He's the coach. His daughter's team is on the softball. But here's the thing. Seriously now, it was an era.
Yeah, and it's the end of it. It kind of made me sad, man. Because
how we feel about eras.
Seeing that cat around, and looking at him and thinking about what he was in high school and shit, and it's like
he was kind of.
He was always a jock, dude.
He was always a jock, but it was like that young kid style where
dude,
he was.
He
was a jock.
I could see he was
going to athletics,
going beast mode. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't big back then.
People kind of thought he was kind of ridiculous.
Well,
he was kind of funny, weird.
He was focused on his bullshit. Dude.
Yeah, and because he saw him when he came out in that cape. That's what I'm talking about.
He was focused on his bullshit.
It was him.
Right.
Right. We say on it, Kiyoshi Moody.
Right.
It was right. Mr. Kiyoshi Moody, Olympic
but that's
natural.
The point. He, the fact that he's no longer in the game, it's kind of sad because it's like that touchstone to our history.
Yeah,
is gone. It's like Captain America or UFO Man.
I don't want that era to be dead. The UFO Man is dead.
UFO Man is dead.
And we had that episode where it would have been a beautiful thing to go to Tokyo, and we missed that boat ride.
Yep.
Knowing that he would have passed away a couple years ago, you think if you can see the future about someone, it's kind of like these things, even for your own guilty pleasures. Would you have funded a trip to Tokyo with them? Would you have made the time knowing that he would
just
he was going to die?
Yeah.
Just to see what you guys get into, especially at that age. Maybe now you have to get to sleep, but back then, how we were like marauders of the night.
Yeah. Oh, dude. We'd be out till 5:30 in the morning.
And just hanging out. It's not like we're robbing banks or anything.
We weren't robbing banks or anything. The cops would occasionally show up.
Yeah, because we used to have to do our, no one had a house. So we had to do our things in the, kind of doing that whole, that high school cruise around thing.
Yeah, you're drinking in public, you're smoking weed in public, you're hanging around in public,
On those, like, playgrounds.
Yeah, golf courses.
Yeah, golf courses were... now you go there, it's just party beach. Central. The beach. When was the last time you were in that Italian restaurant by the roller coaster you guys go to?
Oh.
Did you have a thing there, right?
Probably 2 years ago.
It's been 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, what do you
I haven't been to PB in a long time, dude. It's just too much of a hassle.
You haven't mistakenly cruised there. It's been like 3 months for me.
The last time I was there to drink...
No, I'm not talking drinking. I'm just saying being in the neighborhood.
Being in the neighborhood? Oh. No, still no. Mission Beach, no.
You haven't been there for how long? 2 years? Since then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing there, dude.
Well, I mean, you're right with me. I don't know what brought us out there, but there was something.
Drinking.
No. I went with the fish woman.
Oh. Okay.
I'm talking in modern times.
Oh, okay. Not back then. Back then, it was just drinking.
Jeez, now they have so many establishments more. With the beer thing, how that became famous.
I don't know, that beer thing's kind of overplayed. I mean, there's only so much of that stuff you can drink.
But you know what? California's moving on. 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's money to be made there.
The pot deal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that that'll be that profitable. Because I looked at what's going on in the pot business in Nevada. It's ridiculous, man.
There's no supply, right?
Well, not only is there no supply, it's absurdly expensive.
I heard.
It's like
Four times.
Are you shitting me? You can buy illegal weed, which has the illegality and all of that, fixed into the price. It's half that price. It's like, what the fuck are you people talking about?
Mm-hmm. But that's for the tourist.
Yeah, it's just
it's a quick fix. There's Vegas is one of those places where a $20 bill ain't a $20 bill anymore. Like how people lose their fortunes there.
I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is...
Oh, speaking about fortunes...
I go to Vegas all the time, but I don't do shit. I hang out with my brother. Speaking
of money in Vegas and players of the industry, the Fish and Corn Show, we take your Bitcoin now.
Yeah, we'll take your Bitcoin.
Let's bring that back into a next topic. We're going to come back to you. It's 12 minutes. We're being really responsible to our sponsors, which...
we still have sponsors?
What was that fucking kickflip shit? the skateboard stuff, was it? Paying in Pain?
Mm-hmm.
Pain, right?
The kickflip guy.
And a certain magnet coming. We'll be right back.